So I said to myself, is there any other example from the Holocaust, okay, of somebody else that got saved? Not by the Nazis, and also, by the way, the Rebbe was saved alone. His flock, all his followers, which was a considerable amount of people, okay, died in the Holocaust. They did not get saved along with him. So then I asked myself, was there ever any other story of anyone getting miraculously saved from the Holocaust, but with his entire flock? Yes, of course there is, because Kol Yachol Hashem ein od milvado. There's nothing that he cannot do. And this is the story of the Yeshiva of Mir. Okay, so let's compare and contrast. So Chabad Rebbe's escape, Rabbi Schneerson was the leader of Chabad Lubavitcher movement, headquartered in Warsaw, Poland, at the outbreak of World War II. He was a prominent figure known for his efforts to strengthen his cult, I guess, and the Rebbe's escape was facilitated by a complex diplomatic effort led by American Chabad followers and prominent figures, okay? So Chabad's always been part of the U.S. Infrastructure there, okay? That's literally not what God told the Jews to do. Don't get involved in their infrastructure. Don't be a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Rather, just keep to yourselves. Stay separate. Okay, so he was extracted from Warsaw in 1940 after the German invasion, with significant pressure on Nazi authorities from international intermediaries. Save this guy. The rescue emphasized saving the Rebbe and his immediate family due to his leadership role in preserving Chabad, okay? And the mission was viewed as symbolic because Chabad followers believed that preserving the Rebbe's life, okay, was essential for the spiritual survival of the entire nation of Israel, okay? So the outcome was that Rebbe here and his immediate family, I guess, were relocated to the USA, which, as we know, he set up his cult headquarters there at 770, which before it became known as their headquarters was an illegal abortion clinic. Now, you may say, well, it was a very convenient place and it had an elevator because whatever. So we had to do it there. I mean, okay, so we're just going to forget about all that stuff because that's very not holy, abortions. Okay, so now we look at the Mir Yeshiva. Now, the Mir Yeshiva was based in Mir, Poland, and it was one of the largest and most prestigious yeshivot in Europe at the time. Under the leadership of figures like Rabbi Eliezer Yehuda Finkel and Rabbi Chaim Shmulevitz, the yeshiva prioritized Torah study above all else, because that is a way of Judaism, okay? So it prioritizes learning the Torah, because once you learn and you know, then you'll do, okay? But if you prioritize other things, okay, like emotional connection and love and ecstatic prayer and all that other things, okay, that's a different non-Jewish way to worship Hashem, okay? So the Mir Yeshiva was known for emphasizing Torah study above all else. Now, the rescue process here is quite different. The Mir Yeshiva's escape was facilitated by a combination of individual ingenuity and external aid, including the acquisition of transit visas from the Japanese consul and diplomatic support from Dutch officials in Japan. Okay, the students and the faculty, all of the flock, the leader and the flock, okay, every single one of them traveled across the Soviet Union to Japan and then to Shanghai, China, where they remained throughout the war. That's bizarre. Okay, but the focus was on the collective survival of the yeshiva as an institution of Torah learning. This rescue demonstrated the deep commitment of the leadership to the continuity of the Torah study and to the fact that all of its members would be saved together. Okay, the Mir Yeshiva survived intact and later reestablished itself in the Holy Land of Israel and in the United States, okay? Not in an abortion clinic. And its survival symbolized the endurance of Torah scholarship, okay? So now there is another story of righteous people, okay, who knew that they were going to die in the Holocaust, but they wouldn't leave whatever it was. So I think there was an orphanage or something like that with the leader who could have escaped, okay? But he didn't. He died with the children because he wasn't going to leave his children to die alone with the Nazis, the children that he was protecting, okay? So he died as a martyr, okay? But other people did other things. Can you see that that's not the way to be a shepherd? That's not a leader of this nation, okay? And people who try to look and are dedicated to the truth, okay, will go and look for themselves and try to understand this information instead of being emotionally connected, okay, to people.